Hi everyone, I'm Meredith and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm so excited that you found me, and if you're returning, I'm so grateful you decided to come back and watch more. I love all things luxury. I love luxury shoes, I love luxury handbags, luxury lifestyle and vlogging, and if they're things that appeal to you, I hope you'll do me a massive favor and hit that subscribe button down below. Hitting that subscribe button costs you nothing and means the world to me, so I hope you'll help me out. Today we have a relatively big vintage unboxing to do from Louis Vuitton. So as those of you who regularly watch my channel know, I have quite the Louis Vuitton vintage collection. My passion is for the Marc Jacobs era from the late 90s and early 2000s, and I have a few collections that I regularly collect from that era. So I do a lot of the Murakami pieces because I love the Murakami pieces and my goal is to own every single one of those. And my other passion is the denim collection that Marc Jacobs did in the early 2000s, the true denim that he did. And I am getting close to owning pretty much all of those pieces. It was a much smaller collection than the Murakami collection, so it's easier to collect them all, but it is a painstaking, joyful journey for me because I get so much joy out of these pieces, and I would go so far as to say that unboxing these pieces and bringing them back to life probably bring me more joy than buying the new ones that come out. It is a labor of love for me because I love them so much. I need to thank my fabulous friend Una in Japan for helping me with all of these pieces today. She has a fantastic Instagram account. She is Vintage Lover 83. I'll throw her up on the screen so you can go follow her on Instagram as well. She regularly helps me find these pieces. She is the sweetest, kindest, loveliest woman I have never met. And she has great vintage bags for sale on her Instagram on a regular basis. Her passion is Fendi baguettes, but I am slowly bringing her over to the dark side of Louis Vuitton vintage pieces, and she has turned me over to the dark side of some Chanel vintage pieces. So there's an unboxing coming for that soon too, so stay tuned. But she helped me with all of these pieces. She's always so kind and just generous with her time whenever I reach out to her and say, hey, after this piece, what do you reckon? So yeah, make sure you're following her on Instagram because some of the pieces that she finds for me from Louis Vuitton, she will often find other great pieces and she will then buy them and sell them on her Instagram page. So if you like what I like, then I suggest you follow Una. All right, let's have a look at some of the fabulous pieces she's helped me find lately. So the first one comes in a brown box. I love getting a Louis Vuitton brown box, which is so ironic because I had so many of these brown boxes from when I was buying Louis Vuitton brand new from store, you know, when they were still doing these. And when I moved house, I've moved house a lot of times, I got rid of all my boxes because I just couldn't keep them anymore, and I don't keep boxes now, and I really wish I had a set of the brown boxes. So anytime I get a brown box, I actually keep it because it brings back such nostalgia. And then I think it was Amelia from Amelia Rose's Closet talked about the leather that used to be on these. It used to be a leather band, and I had completely forgotten about that leather band, and when she said it, it was just like this spark of emotion in my head where it was like, oh, I remember the leather that they used to put on them. They were great. So yeah, I don't have any of the leather, but whenever I get a brown box, I get really excited. So if we open this up, this is actually brand new. From my understanding and the listing and what Una has looked at when she's received it, we believe it's brand new. That's what it said, and we can't find any indication that it's not. So it comes with the little booklet, the little textile card, came with this, which I'm not sure, it's very cool. What are you? Oh, it talks about the actual piece itself. I have never seen that before. I'll show it to you after I show you the piece. That's actually pretty cool. Anyway, it comes in this dust bag, which is more yellow than the current dust bags. Before that, they did almost like a brown dust bag, and it just had the LV on it. So we've had a few different types of dust bags over the years of Louis Vuitton that I remember anyway. I'm sure years ago, even before I started buying, they had even different ones. But let's open this up. So we have, oh, I'll turn it around because it's back to front. No, I was right the first time. Useless, Meredith. So this is the Groom Key Clay. So this collection was only very small, and it was predominantly SLG, so small leather goods. There were some agenda covers. I believe there was some wallets, but I don't believe they made any bags in this Groom collection. And they did the yellow and the white, and they also do a red and a white. I think that was it. I don't think there's a third color. So this is the Groom Key Clay, and these can be very hard to find, and they can most certainly be very hard to find in good condition because these patterns wear off over time. So this little Groom, sometimes when you find him, you can barely see him because people use them, which is fine. That's what they're supposed to do. This one is in brand new condition. We cannot find a fault with this whatsoever. It said it was brand new, never used. So open it up. This one is made in Spain. It's got the yellow interior, and then it's got the clasp on it. So this piece of, well, this card that I got with it, which I had never seen before, when I open it up, it explains to you how to use that clasp to attach it. They don't give you this anymore. You've just got to work it out. And I mean, you know, fair enough, it's not that hard. But still, I mean, the fact that they used to do these cards, that's pretty cool, I reckon. I'm glad to have one. So brand new condition, not a single mark on this anywhere, and I am stoked to have it. Autumn Beckman got one of these. Well, her video went up not that long ago, and she said that she had struggled to find one in good condition. She'd been hunting one. I reached out to Una and said, this is, I'm after one of these now, I want to add it to my collection, and she found this one and I jumped on it. So I paid I think just over 500 Australian dollars for this. Now, a brand new key clay from memory is more than that. This is a older style, which is actually really hard to find in brand new condition. This was an absolute bargain because I reached out to Una and said, I'm after it. It might take us a while to find it. If you see any come up, can you let me know? And she's like, here's one, and it's in brand new condition. And then she told me the price, and I wasn't necessarily looking to spend money in that exact moment, but I was like, yes, buy, because it was such a good deal and in perfect condition. So I am stoked with this one. I am so happy to have it, and that's the first piece that I found. I'm sorry if I spend a lot of time talking about these ones. I love the vintage pieces. They are my passion, so bear with me. All right, the next piece I got completes a set for me, and it is this one. So this is the Murakami Pochette Accessoire in the black. I have the white. The white has gone off to Louis Vuitton, had a holiday, and had all the leather replaced and the hardware replaced, and it's back in my collection now. But with the Murakami pieces, I always try to have the black and the white. It's a constant cycle for me where if I have one, I want the other one. Eventually I want all the pieces. So it's time consuming. It's expensive, but it's a labor of love. So this was in fantastic condition for the bits that I'm always looking at. So for me, I'm looking at the pattern and how vibrant it still is. I am looking at the canvas to make sure that there is no cracking of the canvas whatsoever, and I'm looking at the interior to make sure the interior is clean. The leather does not worry me. The vachetta, it can all be replaced, and so can the hardware. So those things I don't worry about as much, but the rest of it I am often very particular about. So this one, if you look inside, has the beige interior. It is completely clean. There is not a mark in there. It's in fantastic condition. The print itself does have a little bit of wear on the edges, which you often see with these pieces. Finding a piece that has absolutely no wear will generally be indicative of the fact it's never been worn, because as soon as you start to wear them, they do start to rub. These patterns were just printed on, so it will rub off. You can see that the vachetta on this is really quite dark, but I can change all of that out, which I will. This will go to Louis Vuitton for a holiday. I will give it all new vachetta and all new hardware, and they do replace the stud work, so that all comes back new. This one is made in the USA. This one was made in the USA, so there you go. I don't have a lot of made in USA pieces. Funnily enough, this is my very first made in the USA piece. This is a Pop and Court, and this was my very first refurb bag with Louis Vuitton. So I bought this. It was in terrible condition. The vachetta had worn all the way through to the canvas, and I sent it off to Louis Vuitton and it came back perfect. But this is I think this is the only other piece I own which is made in the USA, and it was my very first refurb piece. So and they've just brought out the On the Go East-West, I think they're calling it, and it looks very much like the Pop and Court, but I love my Pop and Court. So that was my very first one, and the only other piece I've got that's made in the USA. So that's really interesting to me. I'll be interested to see how they replace that. It's funny, I don't ever think about the made in stamp and how that comes back to me after refurb. Interesting. Something to consider. But happy to have the second one of these. So I now have the black and the white, which is important to me, and it'll go off for a holiday and come back, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like when it comes back. So that's the second piece I got. The next piece came, my friend Una sent it to me, and let's open it up. So this one comes with a dust bag, but it's not in its dust bag, and we have the denim bum bag. Am I a big bum bag person? No, I'm not. I have become quite the belt bag person, which I guess is what a bum bag essentially is. This does fit me. I can do it up. So I'm learning that people were much thinner years ago. Either that or I've just spread with 2 children, which, you know, I have. So, but this one I can actually fit around me and do up. So I love this denim collection. This denim collection is just me. I love it to bits. So this bum bag, the bum bags are really hard to find. They're hard to find in really good condition, and a condition that you can get fixed. Louis Vuitton can change out all the hardware and all the vachetta on it and the belt buckle, so that didn't worry me. And obviously the koala nose as well. This one I loved because it is completely clean inside, and the denim is in great condition. So it's not perfect. It does have a tiny bit of wear on that corner, but for this piece, these are really expensive on the resale market, I've got to say. The bum bags go for a lot of money. I don't know if it's just because bum bags are really popular, or the good condition is hard to find. If these were worn, they did wear, and you can see that on the corners. So they can be hard to find. They can be really expensive. So I didn't want to spend an arm and a leg to get one, and I can deal with some of this corner wear. It's denim. It's supposed to wear. It adds to the bag. So happy to have that. And then you can see what color it was originally, because look at that. Look how vibrant that blue is inside. So that's what color these were originally, and then they fade out to this. You know why? Because they're true denim. Yay, Louis Vuitton, bring back true denim. Stop doing jacquard. Bring me back proper denim. Pharrell, I'm looking at you. I reckon that's your bag, mate. I reckon you've got a whole denim collection in you. Can we please have it? So this is my newest bum bag. I will send it off to Louis Vuitton. All the vachetta and the hardware will get replaced, and it is another tick for my denim collection, which is getting very close to completion. In the same vein, we have my last piece, which also comes in a brown box. Brown boxes bring me joy. So let's open it up. Look, leather. This is the leather that would have gone around the box that I talked about. I didn't know it was in there. Oh, leather. I know, it's stupid. It's so stupid to get so excited about something which came for free around a box, but it just invokes such strong memories for me. The joy of getting a brown box with the leather tied around it in a brown shopping bag and walking down the street 20 years ago. Oh, just the pride and the excitement and the happiness that went with that. I don't have words to describe it. So when I see these things, they really do invoke those memories for me, which is ridiculous. I have children, I have a husband, they're all things that bring me so much joy now, but those memories, yeah, they mean a lot to me too. So yeah, I've got leather now. How exciting for me. All right, so this comes in dust bag that looks like this. Still this dark yellow one, and we have the patchwork. Is this the patchwork mini pochette? Let me just look that up for you. Okay, this is the patchwork pouchy. Sorry, it's called a pouchy. And it's part of the patchwork 5 bags that Louis Vuitton did at the time. So in this patchwork finish, they've done the pouchy, which is this. They did a bowling bag, which I have and I brought brand new from store. They did a speedy, which I also have and is currently with Louis Vuitton having some bits replaced. They did a cubby, which is like a big tote bag. And then they did a postie, which is a messenger bag. The cubby and the postie were very, very rare. They do exist, but there aren't a lot of them around. So they're on my hit list because they're the last 2 that I need. And they did all of those bags in a blue denim and in a dark denim that had black bits on it, like a light wash black, if that makes any sense to you whatsoever. I know what I'm talking about. So they did 5 bags and they did 2 washes in each. So all up there are 10 bags. At this point, my goal is to have 1 of each. And obviously somewhere down the track, I will work to have all 10 pieces. I love these patchwork bags. They're just so unique and so cool. Look at that. All the different denims. I loved these. That's why I bought the bowling bag brand new at the time it came out. And that was $4,000 when I bought it, which was so much money. In today's money, that would be about 10 grand. And I balked at it, but I just loved it so much. And it's done some kilometers with me. I've traveled with it. But the main thing that drew me into these bags were, I'll take that out, the different interiors. So each bag has a different floral interior and they're just stunningly beautiful and I just love them so much. This one is made in France. It's got perfect interior. It also has the strap that goes with it. So you've got the this has an actual name. Can I think of it? No, I cannot. And then this side just opens up and pushes together. It is going to be an incredibly short carry, as was the fashion at the time. These are all coming back into vogue. I think I can start to wear them and get away with it. And I'm all right with that. See, short carry, but I love it so much. I just love it. I love these pieces. They're just gorgeous. I'm going to send it off to Louis Vuitton. I'll get a new strap with it. I'll get some of the details changed out. These ones are a little bit harder to change the details because some of these pieces, because it's patchwork, also aren't just sewn on, they're also glued on, which becomes problematic for Louis Vuitton. So they will guide me on what they can and can't do. And I don't ever push them to do anything that might change the integrity of the bag or ruin it. So if they say to me, we could do it, but it might ruin the bag, then it's a solid no for me. Don't do it, just leave it as it is. And because they're patchwork, if things are a little bit like two-toned, it doesn't worry me as much. But oh my God, I just love it. I'm so excited to have 3 of these pieces now. I desperately want a postie next. The postie is next on my hit list because it's a messenger bag and I think it just looks so cool. But they're really expensive, so we will work on that. But yes, this is my last vintage piece that I have to show you guys from Louis Vuitton. I have a Chanel vintage piece and that unboxing is coming, so please make sure you're subscribed for that. Thank you to Una, my fabulous friend Una, for helping me get all these pieces. I am so incredibly grateful to her that she continues to help me build these vintage collections that I am obsessed with. She fosters that obsession and she never just blocks me because I would block me if I were her. If you've liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. It means a lot to a content creator when you hit that subscribe button. Please also hit the little bell notification so you know when I've uploaded videos, which is usually 3 times a week. I'll also throw up my Instagram handle for you so you can come follow me over there. I put lots up in real time, lots around my collection and my day-to-day life, so please come follow me over there. I hope wherever you are in the world today, you are having a fabulous day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.